Corner, and today I am so excited to share with you the Root Farm hydroponic garden. I have been wanting one of these, and our other hydroponic little cloner system is starting to die, so this came just in time. I'm so happy to get this. So we are going to take it out of the box today and put it all together, and I'm going to stick a basil plant in here. We're going to test it out and see how it goes, and I will show you everything that's in here, and I'm going to use it a little bit different than how they recommend, because I already know how to use this type of product. So let's go ahead and jump inside and see what's in here. So I'm just going to open this up. This is a pretty good sized box. This is 6-gallon chamber on it, so it holds 6 gallons of water. So I am going to get this out of here. I'm going to move this box out of the way. Put it down here. So inside the box, when you first open it up, you can see there's the chamber and everything is in here. We've got our little covers, our baskets, everything's in there. Let's pull it out of here. Move that pillow. There we go. It's big, definitely big. Let's see. Got the power cord back here. Kind of stuck in there. Oh, my fingers are stuck on it. All right. This is all together. You've got your little plates in here. These come off so you can access your water, add water, nutrients, anything like that. And then we've got the little covers. All the baskets are in the box. So in the bottom here, let me show you this. So you can see how this works. And this is your water chamber, and this has a little pump in the bottom. So then we're gonna take this tie off and get this cord out. Throw that in the box. And then there's a little divot on the side here to put your cord in so it will sit flat. We're just going to flip this right over, and we're going to stick this right here. This is a good spot. I've got a plug behind the table. And then this is in the center, I believe. You have got your little hose here. There's a little hose here, and this is going to hook right onto the little pump down here. And that's going to bring your water up to each of the baskets. So once you have your hose connected to the pump, then you can get your little baskets. So this comes with 5 little baskets. You can see here. They're all holy, and you're going to put your little plants in there. But these baskets fit right in the sites, and there are 5 sites here for this. You could put 5 small plants in. You could do 3 to 4 medium-sized plants, or you can grow a full-size tomato in here, a big tomato plant, and you would just put 1 in the center. And there are spots to add stakes, so you can put your cage on and get your support your tomato plant. So, and they'll grow in these little teeny baskets. So, and the holes that you're not using, these little covers keep everything closed off. And when you're not using a spot, you can take your basket out, and there are these nice little flat covers that cover the holes just to keep debris out. You don't want anything getting in your water, it messes with your pump or anything like that. So we are going to put some water in here and get this baby going. Okay, so I've got about 3.5 gallons of water in here, and so we're going to add some nutrients. And Root Farm has all their own nutrients that you can purchase to go with this, but this, we use Florinova from General Hydroponics. This is something we've been using for a long time. We trust it, we know it works, so I'm going to be using this today. I'm sure the Root Farm ones are great. I have never tried them, but this is the one that we normally use. So this is just the Florinova by General Hydroponics, and it is the Grow. And so we're going to put, I have 3.5 gallons, so I'm going to put about 2 teaspoons of this in here. And this is enough nutrients. If you overdo it on the nutrients, too much nitrogen can kill the roots of your plant. So you don't want to overdo it. You want to be, being under is better than being over. So we're just going to put about 2 teaspoons in there. And this stuff is super messy. You can see it's like black goo. And I'm just going to pour that right in our water. And then we're just going to stir it up a little bit. We want to get this all mixed in the water. There, we've got that all mixed in. And you want to make sure before you put any plants in here that your water is at room temperature. If your water is too cold, it's going to shock your plants and they're not going to like it. So you want to just make sure the water that's in here is room temperature. So we've got that all mixed. And now we're going to just take the pH meter and we're just going to double check and make sure it's at the right pH. We don't want the water to be too far off. Okay, and I've just got this little pH tester that we use to check our water. And I'm just going to stick this right in the water while it's off. Alright, so it is at 5.47, so we want to bring it up just a little teeny bit. So we are going to get some pH up and put that in there. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit of pH up in there. I'm going to put 2 drops. You don't want to put too much in because it's just too much chemicals. You want just 2 drops in there. And that is it. And then I'm going to swish this around a little and we're going to take another reading. We just want to make sure we got the pH at the right level so it's good for the plants. We want it between 5.5 and 7.5 is the optimal for this. So we're just going to turn it on, swish it around in the water. And we are still just a little bit too low. So we're going to put 2 more drops in. I think we'll bring it up over the 5.5. Two more drops. Give it another swish. Got to turn it on. There, so we got it at like 5.57. So we are going to leave it right there. And then we're ready. We're going to get our plants ready. I've got a basil plant, and we're going to take, it's got a bunch of little seedling starts, and we're going to stick them in here. We're going to watch them for a few weeks and see how they grow in here, how their root systems do. So let me go grab those, and I'll be right back, and we'll get these plants planted up. Okay, so we've got this turned on, and we're going to let this run a little bit while we get our plants together. And one of the features I really like, I've got about 3.5 gallons of water in here, and I love this feature. It shows you the water level. This comes up for maximum fullness, and then when your water gets too low, it goes down. So you're going to know when to put water in here so you don't burn your pump out, because this pump just keeps running, but you're going to know because this will go down, and when it gets too low, you can just pull one of these little pieces out. Really easy. There's little finger tabs, they pop right out. You can pour your water in, and you can retest your pH and put your nutrients, and you are good to keep going. You don't want this to run out of water. So this is a super awesome feature. I like that. Okay, so we used this plant. I'm going to put a picture in here and show you the plant that we're using. It's just a organic basil plant that I picked up in the produce section at the grocery store. So, I mean, this is readily available stuff that you can get anywhere. And then we're just going to take, we have some spun clay grow medium that we use. And so you can use like the Rockwool, or their Root Farm has their own little special kit to get started if you want to start from seed. But we're just using the stuff we already have. And then so we are going to take our plant, and we have just washed the dirt, as much of the dirt off as we could off the root system, and we're going to put these right down in the little basket so the root hangs out the bottom. Kind of like that. So it's going to get plenty of air. If you can, I don't know if you can see this, the root is hanging out the bottom of the plant, and we're going to stick the basket right down in, and the water goes right through the basket. So we're going to put some of this grow medium in there. It's going to hold our plant in place. It's going to keep everything nice and moist because it holds the water really well. And the roots will grow right around these, but they're easy to clean off, and they're completely reusable, which I love that. So there, it's really simple to do. And then we're going to take our next basket and our next plant, and again we're just going to fish that little root and let it hang right out the bottom so you can see the little root. And we're going to stick it in here. And we're just going to do 4 plants. And we're going to put our grow medium in there. And I like this spun clay because it's nice and aerated, and it's reusable, and it's all natural. So you don't have a bunch of stuff in here that you don't know what you're using. We have used the Rockwool before, but it's fiberglass, and yeah. We'll just fill those right up so they give it nice and good support, and our plants are going to love this. So again, get in there, little roots. This one doesn't want to do it. There we go. It gives them nice support, and it's nice and wet and airy, which is your optimal conditions for this. So then I have 2 smaller ones. And we're going to stick these two in a basket together because they're kind of small. Let's see if we can make these work. There's one. And two. So we're going to put these right in this chamber, get our medium, and fill it up. You want to go all around them so it gives them good support. So there, we have our root farm all set up. We've got 5 basil plants in here, and we are gonna let this run, and we're gonna check back in them next week. In 7 days, we'll check back, and we're gonna check on the roots and see where our root systems are compared to today. So we'll be able to see the difference in our root systems to see how they're doing. And we are taking the rest of the plant and repotting it in 2 pots. So we'll be able to check and see how those are doing compared to how this is doing. And that is it. It's really easy to set up. Anybody can do this. And you can, this is perfect to put in front of it. I've got a big window here behind me, a glass door, so this is gonna get plenty of sunlight. I've got some plant lights if I need it, if the days are just too dark. And this hopefully will do wonderful. I'm so excited to have this. Can't wait to see how it does. And we will give it a full-blown review once we get a week or 2 into this, so we can really tell you how it works, if it works, all that good stuff. So we will be back in another week to check on this. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Bye!